Vaping 101, how to vape like a pro. It's very okay for regular vapers to desire a more exciting vape experience. After all, why should you limit yourself to the same inhale exhale routine day in and day out? It's time to elevate your vaping to the pro level, like you seem to do in vaping competitions. Here are some incredible pro vaping tips for you to take. Number 1, go for high quality e-juice. Perhaps you better know it as e-liquid. They are one of and the same thing. You don't want your vaping hobby to land you in the hospital bed of using low quality e-liquid. Let not the relativity low prices mislead you. Let not the relatively low prices mislead you. They are priced and that cheaply because the ingredients used for their manufactures are less pure. The resulting products give you a dry mouth, scratchy throat, unpleasant chemical change, and sometimes life-threatening lung complications. So, opt for high-quality e-liquids produced and distributed by trusted and licensed vape stores like Vape and Juice. These have food-grade ingredients and medical-grade nicotine. This way, your vaping becomes more risk-free. Number 2, invest in high-quality vaping kits. Pro vaping starts with having the right vape kits. Here are some of the most critical things you should have in your vape kit. Vaping devices. These are the battery-operated devices that enable you to vaporize your e-juice and inhale the vapor. Though they take different forms such as pipes, cigars, pens, and USB sticks, they all operate in one or less the same manner. So it's up to you to choose the design and appearance that pleases your eyes. You are certainly likely to feel overwhelmed by the numerous choices available, given that there are currently more than 460 brands in the market. Consider trying one vape device after the other until you settle on your best. Batteries. Vape devices come with either inbuilt or removable battery. For those with inbuilt batteries, make sure you charge the batteries regularly so you don't run out of power, especially when traveling. Otherwise, for those with removable batteries, you may want to stock a couple of good quality spare batteries. Coils. If you use a vape tank, note that it won't perform optimally forever. There'll come a time when the vape flavor won't be as tasty as it used to be, or you start noticing that burnt state. When you get to this point, you can choose to purchase another vape device or simply replace the coil inside and ensure the coil you buy is compatible with the tank. Having such a complete vaping kit guarantees you a seamless vaping experience. Number 3, explore different flavors. Frankly, there are so many flavors out there competing for your attention. However, note that all those fancy flavors can be categorized into 10 main flavor profiles, namely tobacco flavor, cooling flavor, fruit flavor, dessert flavor, donut flavor, cereal flavor, coffee flavor, menthol flavor, nicotine salts flavor, candy flavor. Settling on a particular flavor is hard, as you can imagine, so try as many flavors as you wish. There are no hard rules on what you can or can't try. What you need to do is buy several vape devices, each for a particular flavor. This saves you from the need to wash your vape tank or pods every time you want to switch flavors. In case you dwell on one flavor for so long, it may come a time when you no longer feel the taste as you used to. Experts call it vapor stung. It's common among vapors, so there is no need to worry. All you need to do is to switch to a different flavor for some time before going back to your original flavor. Number 4, try exciting vaping tricks. You watch the pros on vaping tournaments producing fascinating clouds of smoke. You too can try such tricks even though you are not in competition with anyone. Here are some popular vaping tricks you may want to try. O-ring. This involves blowing a circle-shaped vape smoke. You can quickly follow it up with additionally O-rings or other funny blows into the initial O-ring. Irish waterfall. This is also known as the French inhale trick. It involves blowing the vapor slowly out of your mouth and subsequently inhaling it through your nostrils. You really look cool doing so. Vaping fans will admire you. The dragon. The vape trick involves blowing out two streams of vapor from the corners of your mouth so you look like some of the fictional dragons. The list doesn't end here. Feel free to explore even more tricks that your friends use. These make vaping fun-filled. Number 5. Shake well before use. That statement makes it sounds as if you are taking some medicine, but it also applies to vaping. You see, the e-liquids you feel in the vape device usually compromising 4 ingredients. Nicotine, though you can choose e-juices with 0 nicotine, flavor, vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol. PG is responsible for the strong throat heat and pure flavor taste. VG is responsible for the voluminous vapors. Most e-liquids combine these two ingredients, but in different proportions. PG is usually thinner than VG. This means that the liquid settles in layers. Therefore, when you take your vape devices after lying untouched for some time, you are likely to vaporize an insufficiently mixed solution. You won't like the taste, so make it a habit of thoroughly mixing the solutions before vaping. Number 6, treat it like wine. You understand that wine gets better with age. Similarly, the flavors in your e-liquid tend to marinate with the other ingredients when stored in a dark room. The resulting mixture is usually tastier and more satisfying. Try this trick whenever you feel as if the e-juice you just brought isn't rich in flavor as it should be. Let it sit in the dark for about 1 to 2 weeks for best results. To conclude, you are now on the right track to vaping like a pro. Though the list herein isn't encyclopedic, at least it ushers you in to the world of pro vaping. Start with these tips and explore even more at your volition.